Billy Beane, the All-American, the major leaguer, had never been exposed to gay life. But while with the Dodgers in Los Angeles in the late 80s, his circles widened. He had the first inklings that he might have feelings for men instead of women. Billy had gone to a Jesuit Catholic university. He had been married in a Catholic church. The concept of being gay scared him to death.
I'm walking to the plate at Dodger Stadium, and I'm struggling with my sexuality on the way to the plate. You know, wake up, you know. I used to scream at myself, you know, like, come on, concentrate.
When was the first huge light bulb that went off that you were just said, oh my God, I got to face up to this. This is what's going on with me, I'm gay.
I think, perfectly honest, my father's funeral. He had died suddenly at age 43 of a massive heart attack. That was like the day, I remember at the viewing specifically saying, if I have 18 years left on this planet, I need to investigate what is tormenting me.
When did you finally have a contact with a man so you thought, I'm not going to be able to stop this?
I remember being in Albuquerque and hadn't gone out with the guys on the team. Got pretty drunk. I walked about 7 blocks and grabbed a cab. And I asked the guy if he knew if there was any gay bars in Albuquerque.
Billy had his first gay experience that night, and he was hoping it was a one-time experience.
And after that night, I ran home and I took about a half-an-hour shower and I prayed that it would never happen again. And I went to the ballpark the next day. And then I realized that I did like it. And it really was hard for me to look at myself in the mirror, you know, and say, I'm a married Major League Baseball player, and I'm throwing it right into the gutter.
To compensate for what he thought was wrong in his private life, Billy started acting extra tough at work. He wanted so badly to be just one of the guys.
I was really aggressive on the field, and I'm diving into brick walls and, you know, just trying to prove myself. And I'm, you know, I felt like a football player instead of a baseball player. And then I kind of tried to find my little private places to escape here and there. It didn't happen very often, maybe 3 or 4 times in the next year. And then I met somebody.
So you fell in love?
Yeah, I had met my partner, Sam, when I was at the gym, and I basically knew that day I was going to leave my wife.
Sam came into the picture in 1993, and as Billy signed with the San Diego Padres that year, he decided to separate from his wife and live in secret with Sam.
There was nobody in the whole world you could talk to this about?
No, there wasn't one person in the world who knew that I was living with him. Nobody.
Hiding his home life was a strain. And then, one spring day in 1995, Billy's world turned upside down. His partner, Sam, suddenly died of a ruptured pancreas.
7 hours of struggling through the night in the emergency room, and he died right in front of me. To see somebody that you love die is an unbelievable experience. And then I couldn't believe I couldn't call anybody.
You played a ball game, didn't you, that very night?
I was starting that day. I just can't control my emotions. You know, I'm really just beside myself. And so at the end of the game, they called me to the office and they sent me to the minor leagues. So that was the worst day of my life. And I lost it because all the guys on the team were like sitting in my locker, you know, and I wanted to tell them something's really wrong, you know, and I just didn't think that I could do it, you know. It was really hard, and it's still hard. And
Sam's death took a heavy toll on Billy. He divorced his wife, and once he met his current partner, Efrain Vega, he struggled with the decision to quit baseball. At 31, he still had productive years on the field in front of him, but he couldn't resolve living his life as a gay man in the major leagues. Former teammates, such as Brad Ausmus, who is straight, sympathize with how much Billy had to handle all alone.
I was unaware that Billy was gay, never mind that he had a very, very dear friend that had passed away. I feel, in a way, bad that he couldn't or didn't come forward and not necessarily tell me, but have anyone to tell. Must have been a very difficult situation to have to keep that bottled up inside and to act as if nothing's wrong.
Osmus and other major leaguers have expressed great respect for Billy since his coming out a few months ago. And John McHale, the president of the Tigers, has called to extend a special invitation to Billy to attend opening day at the new stadium next year.
Billy was a Tiger. He'll always be a Tiger. He's welcome here anytime at Tiger Stadium, and he'll be welcome at Comerica Park. He's a person that we're proud to know, would be proud to have our kids know, and proud to have our sons grow up to be like.
The president of the team actually just called me today and said that, you know, I was a Tiger. I wore the Old English D, was his exact words. And I mean, I hung up my cell phone and I couldn't believe it.
There goes Osmus.
The Tigers and former teammates have phoned in their support for Billy. But baseball, and all the world of big-time team sports for that matter, seem light years away from embracing the gay athletes among their ranks. So for Billy Beane, even 3 years into retirement, to come out of the closet is a most courageous act. Even owning a new upscale restaurant in Miami called Maya and sharing a beautiful home with his new life partner. Day by day, Billy Beane, the All-American boy, is just living his truth and healing some very deep wounds.
I'm not that selfish to think that I'm the only person who's had a rough go, but I think that one of the reasons why I'm sitting here and feeling a connection with, you know, someone like you, that you will help me reach out and touch something in somebody that they might not have to go through the same, such a really like dark period alone.
Is it a good thing that you've come out?
It has been a very, very kind of rewarding couple months. It's just time to kind of grow up and just deal with it. And I think that that's what I'm trying to do.